trust God completely. All in you, O Lord, do I put my trust. Psalm chapter 31, verse 1. I remember when God told me to quit my full-time job, where I was making very good money. He began to deal with me, saying, "You are going to have to put that down and stay home and prepare for ministry." I didn't obey quickly because I was afraid to leave my job. After all, how did I even know for sure that I was hearing from God? He continued dealing with me, so I finally tried to make a deal with him, saying I won't work full-time, but I'll work at part-time. So I went to work part-time because I was afraid to trust God completely. Dave and I didn't have as much income as we had before, but I found we could survive on less money than we had previously. We had to cut down on expenses, but we were able to pay our bills. I also had more time to prepare for ministry. This seemed like a good plan, but it was not God's plan. I learned that God doesn't want to make deals, and I ended up getting fired from my part-time job. I was a good worker and had never been fired from a job before. Even though I didn't like my circumstances, I was finally where God wanted me to be all along, totally dependent on Him. Without a job, I had to learn to trust God for every little thing I needed. For 6 years, we needed divine intervention each month just to be able to pay our bills. But during that time, I learned a lot about God's faithfulness. He always provided, and what we learned through our experience enabled us to trust Him for the resources we now need to run an international ministry. I encourage you to obey God completely and don't try to make deals with Him because they never work. God's word for you today: when we negotiate with God, we never win.